I'm looking hella crazy right now. Okay, so I know y'all probably thinking like, what the hell is going on over here? And why are you looking so crazy? Y'all, God, there's a lot going on here. It is. But I had a breakthrough moment. That's all. That's all that it is. It's nothing detrimental going on. And Noah, I haven't been in a car accident or nothing. This is my airplane pillow over my neck. But this is probably going to be a very vulnerable video. This is a, what do you call those things? PSAs, public service announcement. You could say it like this. I think the first step is of healing anything in your life. Anything in your life. The first step to healing is understanding what factor or factors are necessary to achieving that. And what I've discovered through my research and with me trying to understand things about life is love. Love, love, love. And I realized that we live in a very sick world, and a lot of us are very sick in the mind. But is it really our fault when we didn't wake up to be where we are? We did kind of wake up to be where we are. Well, we didn't make the decision. We didn't ask, at least to my knowledge. We didn't ask to be in the situations that we were in. And when we look at who we are today, we have to understand that this is a cause and effect situation. You are who you are because of where you come from, who were in your life, who was in your life. And all of it played a part in who you are today. All of it. You can't even take full credit of it, honestly. You just were, you didn't have a choice. You had to go through it. And in that choice, opened room for another choice. And so on and so forth. Your walk, your steps have been constructed for you based on whatever actions that you made. And any actions that you made were fueled by something that you dealt with a long time ago. But I say all that to say, love. Love for yourself. And that love for yourself is a whirlwind. That love for yourself will bring you to tears. That's how intense it is. Because the love is so overwhelming that you will literally break down and cry. And I just got through crying because I realized I haven't been literally loving myself. I haven't been doing that for a very, very, very long time. Probably years. Definitely years. Years and years and years and years. And I'm 30. And I feel like I'm just now trying to take that love thing seriously. They'll let you know how toxic that this thing really, really is. Not the love part, but just this life thing. I learned that love is really the answer to all of your problems. Every last one. When you think about love, I don't know what you think about it, but I know when I think about it, I think of an unconditional love. A love that's unwavering, that's very solid, that's strong, that accepts every little thing about you. Every little thing about you. Even the things that you may not agree with or you don't like about yourself. Love doesn't discriminate. Almost like a little dog. You know, the dog sees you when you walk inside the door and he's always happy. He doesn't care about your weight. He doesn't care about how you look. He don't care if you got one eyeball. He don't care if you got cancer, sicknesses, diseases. He's still gonna love you unconditionally and almost all the time with high energy. That's very, very, very powerful. And that is the love that I feel like we should be having for ourselves. We should be able to look at ourselves and just love every little thing. And when you hear that evilness in your head that tries to tear and rip you apart, you gotta talk against it. And be clever and be smart and learn how to spin the narrative and twist the narrative. Make something that might have been deemed as negative and turn it into a positive. How can it be positive? That's up to you to decide. You have to figure that out. But it's possible. Many people are doing it. Many people are defying all the odds. People are saying, oh, because you have XYZ, that you're not going to be able to do XYZ. But clearly there are people out here that are defying those odds. So that means you can do the same thing. Because last time I checked, we all have that human DNA. We all bleed blood. We all have a brain. Only difference is we have choices. We all have different choices. And we make that decision. So what decision are you going to make? So that crying gave me a headache. Oh, Lord. I'm suffering through a sinus headache. I'm trying to get over that. I have my humidifier. I'm looking hella crazy. But I don't know, something in my heart just made me feel like I just wanted to do this video. And just want you to know I'm okay. But I had a conversation with someone via text message, and I said some things. You ever just, recognize that certain things come out of you, and then you go back and you're like, damn, I said that? And I did that. I had that moment. I actually reread what I wrote to this person, and I broke down crying. I was like, oh my God, I have not been loving myself. Listen to the clues, y'all. Listen to the clues. Because you're more intelligent than what you know. You're naturally intelligent. Your body is intelligent. Your brain cells all have not even your brain cells, but your cells in general, pretty much have a brain of itself. Because they all are intelligent. They all work and correspond with each other to create a result. And you have to listen to yourself. When you're hurting, when you're in pain, to any degree, whether it be emotional, whether it be physical, mental, listen to yourself, because it's your body telling you something. And it's not telling you to do something drastic and crazy. It's just saying, I want you to love me a little bit more, please. I just want you to love me. I just want you to have mercy on me. Because because I want to work for you. I want to make sure you are where you want to be in your life. But I'm going to need you to help me and love me back in return. Don't fall into that mental trap that a lot of us fall into. And we end up making the wrong decisions in our lives, thinking that it's going to help us, thinking that if I make this choice or if I love this person or whatever, then maybe that'll be the answer to my problems. And that is not it. That is not it. The answer is always with you, and it always will be with you. It'll always start and finish with you, always. And if you're not ready to make that decision to love yourself unconditionally, unwavering, I don't care if you didn't get that job. I don't care if, you ain't the person that you feel like you should be for yourself or for other people. You got to stop being so hard on yourself because you didn't ask to be here. You're just here. So what that you're not like the next person? Do you know how it makes me feel when I am the oldest of 7? I am the oldest of 7. 2 boys, 5 girls. For the very longest, I was the only boy. The youngest is the boy. The youngest is 8 years old. I'm 30. I spent a lot of years being the only guy in my family. And to see what my mom has had to go through with her relationship with my sister's father, that's a long story. And feeling inadequate as a man, feeling like I wasn't adequate enough to be my mother's son, or a brother. Do you know how it makes me feel where I feel like my siblings can't come to me for help if they dealing with some issues with the guy because they feel like my brother's a weakling or my brother's too soft, and the pressure that you got to deal with that. But you know what? That wasn't the truth. But at times, yeah, I might have been afraid, scared. And that's because that's how I was brought up. I didn't have to deal with those type of situations. And now all of a sudden I'm just thrown into it like that. But for a lot of years, I carried that burden and hated myself because I'm not the man. I'm not the person that go up to your school and want to beat up on everybody, or the person that you talk about somebody mama, you going to beat them up. I wasn't built like that. And I hated myself because of it. And that's horrible. That is horrible. That's horrible. And we shouldn't be beating ourselves up like that. So I've learned to understand that I come from a place. I've also come from a place of hurt and pain. And who I am today is a result of where I started from. So I don't have to continue to beat myself up. All I can do now is just say, hey, I'm here now. I'm aware now. I'm awoke now. And this is how I want to be. I want to live my life more freer, but I want to live my life loving myself. I don't want my last breath on this planet to be, I hated myself or I hated my life. Because all of it is an extension of me. And it's an extension of you. Sorry, I was being a little bit transparent there. But I just felt the need to do that. And I hope that this impacts something or someone out there who's listening. Love yourself. That's all. That's all it requires is you to love yourself unconditional. That's it. And I promise you, everything that's confusing, everything that you don't understand, it'll all make sense. It'll all be clear. But you have to be quiet. And you don't gotta tell nobody this. You don't gotta be like me broadcasting this shit. You can just be by yourself, behind closed doors. Nobody's watching. They're one of those type of people that you don't like to show vulnerability. You don't want to be looked at as weak. Well, you could be weak behind closed doors. No one has to know that you didn't cry your eyes out. Do whatever you gotta do. But as long as you do that love thing and make that your primary focus, make that your baby, all your answers will be addressed. And that's all I gotta say. It's me, Breon, tuning out. Hope you all stay blessed. Peace.